Devy Planet.
Alabama's wide receiver Ryan Williams, 6 foot, 175, 247 composite rate. Had him as a 5-star athlete. 13 games played, 13 started, 55.2 reception rate. That's beautiful. 865 yards, 397 yards after the catch, 8 touchdowns, 14.3 average depth of target, 50% contested catches. So that's really good. And then 78% of snaps out wide. So he's one of your X receivers. He's not someone that has to play the slot. He can, but he's definitely your X wide receiver. I'll let you go ahead and start off with Ryan Williams. What are your thoughts on him?
No, I mean he's absurd. He's Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, all these guys who he's got speed, burst. He tracks the ball better than I think any receiver I've seen in the college game. And he came in and did that as a true freshman in one of the most public eyes you can have in Alabama. With a quarterback in Jalen Milroe who has a lot of work to do. And he made Jalen Milroe look like he had nothing to do deep. It's like, oh, this is the best. Look at he's Ben Roethlisberger throwing deep.
Right.
And a lot of that was Ryan Williams. I kind of want to see him work a little closer to the line of scrimmage a bit this year, show a little more nuance, but that's nitpicking. That's really nitpicking.
No, absolutely. Love Ryan Williams, and the talent was. If you watch any Alabama game this season, you knew there was a future NFL star. Just watching Ryan Williams. You did mention, see a little bit more short and intermediate. He was more of a field stretcher. What I do love about this was post the Nick Saban era, right? This was the season where what is Alabama going to be about without Saban at the helm, right? And he was the reason why I think eyes were still on Alabama. You talk about Jalen Milroe. I know Jalen Milroe got drafted to Seattle, but Ryan Williams has some big time plays. We brought up Georgia being, out for blood against Texas. But it was Alabama versus Georgia. Alabama won because of Ryan Williams. Like, it wasn't the throw Jaden Daniels did. It wasn't anything the offensive line did for Jaden Daniels. Granted, that I don't want to take credit away because that was definitely something there. But in the closing seconds, Ryan Williams alone is the reason why they did it. And it's because of how he attacked the ball, like you mentioned, the ball tracking. It's about what he did after the catch, the 397 yards after the catch, what he did after that, and also the ability to make defenders miss in open space. I think that's something that might be missed because you think about a field stretcher, you're not really thinking about what are they doing in open space, because if they're a field stretcher, chances are they're beating the secondary deep and they're getting behind the defense. He had to play. The safeties played out deep. He caught the ball. He did a Madden back juke, did a spin, and then he still scored a touchdown for the game winning. Like he was, the Dave Chappelle blouses kind of game winning. He did that type of move, and it was just a phenomenal feat to see in itself in that play. Over 50% reception rate. I think that's phenomenal. Throw him the ball. This guy's going to catch it. 50% contested catches. Throw when he's against man coverage. He's still going to make the play. The height is great. 6 foot, 175. You would want to get a little bit more, especially if you think about a pro. But at the same time, he doesn't have the stature or the size of like a physical type of wide receiver. But he is a go-getter. He is an aggressive ball catcher. He is someone that could go out there and make the play. He's not going to back down from some of your bigger defenders. He's still going to say, hey, this is my turf. When you're playing in a game against me, I own the field, and here's what we go about him as well. So absolutely love him as a prospect. I think many people have him as the wide receiver 2 in Devy behind a Big Ten player in Jeremiah Smith. So I'm not arguing that we're him being the 2. Personally, I do have this next guy as the wide receiver 2 in Devy with Ryan Williams as 3. And that's going to be Auburn's wide receiver, Cam Coleman. Cam Coleman, a little bit bigger, 6'3", 197, another 5-star out of the 247 composite rate. In 2024, he played in 11 games, started in 10, 67.3 reception rate, so a little bit better than Ryan Williams. Only 598 yards, but 127 after the catch, 8 touchdowns, 15 average depth of target, 15 yards, 33% contested catch. So that's a little bit, it's not what Ryan Williams was, but also definitely played a lot more snaps out wide, 94.1% snaps out wide. What are your thoughts on Cam Coleman here?
Yeah, Cam Coleman, He's another special talent. I actually, when I was scouting this year's class, I was looking at Tet McMillan, and just to contextualize, I watched Cam Coleman because I was looking at comparing these players and like, okay, here's what I want to see. Like, I want to look at it through a next level game film. And Cam Coleman stood out to me as better than Tet, who I think a
Mhm.
lot of people had as the best wide receiver this year.
Yeah,
So, and this was a true freshman who's coming in to Auburn, which Auburn is, they're up and down. They're up and
yeah.
down with some of their offense, and he was special. I wide receiver too. I'm all for it. He's got great movement skills. He goes up above the rim. The 33% contested catches is a little odd to me because watching him, he looks physical at the catch point.
Right.
So maybe he can work on that. Probably some like underneath stuff that he just needs to work on, where it's a contested catch, but really it's that he's not getting a lot of separation from the corner on the press. But once
Mhm.
he gets that down, he'll be good.
His build to me and the way he plays to me says Jamar Chase. Now I say that lightly. I'm not saying that's a cop. That's what it says to me as far as his size and how he can play and that aggressive towards the ball. He's more of your possession type of wide receiver, right? I don't see him as necessarily making the moves Ryan Williams is doing in the open field, but he is someone that he's gonna be physical every down. He's gonna go out there, and if you're pressing him at the line, he's still gonna go out there and do some great things and big plays. And I think this year Auburn is getting Jackson Arnold with them. They also have a true freshman coming in, Deuce Knight. So his quarterback position to me is going to be an upgrade. So we're going to see a lot more. I know he started in 10 games out of 11 played. We're going to see a lot more of Cam Coleman here. He is the star power for Auburn. I think he's going to be a reason why they succeed. And as much as he is or can be a deep target, I think he is someone that can beat you on those slants. Again, just with that aggressive, he does a quick slant. He is very fast, so he could be so just move the chains and kind of feast on those targets. I think he could become that target machine without necessarily being that slot type of wide receiver. But really, if we're looking down the list of our guys here, to me, he is the true X. Like he is someone I don't necessarily want to see with the slot. With Ryan Williams, I think he can shine in the slot as well. I think Cam Coleman is your true X wide receiver. He has the capabilities of being your true alpha for any type of team, just based on his build and his aggressiveness going after the game or going after the ball as well. There, um, oh, we have a comment here from Andrew. Andrew, thanks for joining in, my guy. Filled in 5 spots for a dispersal draft featuring Cam Ward and Ashton Jency. The other leagues is with Devy League and Superflex premium scoring. He's just saying that overall, I think. Oh, wait, for the full dispersal draft pool, Lisa and Tick Leagues below DM. He's just asking for an actual thing. Hey, if people want to join the league, there you go. Best of luck filling that out, man. Join our Discord because you can actually drop that in our Discord here as well. But other than that, I think Cam Coleman is someone that's actually going to be a great star. Him and Ryan Williams will be neck and neck. I don't necessarily see any of them passing over Jeremiah Smith. But I do think these guys could be neck and neck. And future ones, we're going to talk about a guy that I think can overtake wide receiver 3 potentially. But Cam Coleman, I think, has a lot to do and a lot of great things he can do for the team as well. Our next guy here.